you?
Okay.
Great. So, we're gonna start off with a warm broth made from roasted root vegetables, toasted grains and oats, and it's seasoned with smoked butter. And your first bite of the evening is a traditional knäckebröd, which is a crispy bread from Sweden. We've refined ours a little bit and made it into a tartlet, and it's filled with raw spot prawns, kohlrabi baked in salt, and a cream made from the head of the spot prawns.
Thank you.
This is based with lamb heart. So we've taken parts of the lamb that come from grass-fed Napa Valley lambs. We brined it, smoked it, sliced it thin, and dehydrated it. It's topped with juiced horseradish, mixed into creme fraiche, and then there's wild sorrel on top as well.
For you guys. These ones aren't snacks though, so I wouldn't recommend eating them.
I knew it.
Full course tonight. This is steelhead trout coming from Mount Lassen, a couple hours north of here. The trout has been lightly cured with equal parts of salt and sugar. This helps to make the texture nicer and bring out the natural sweetness.
Yeah.
The cream underneath is made with the trims of the trout and seasoned with Meyer lemon. And then a sauce to finish with. It's made from the brine of lactic fermented root vegetables.
The orangey part is made of what?
Sorry?
The orangey part?
That's the trout itself. It's a
is it?
steelhead trout.
Yeah.
So it looks like salmon,
Yeah.
but it's actually a species of trout.
So now we're on to scallop. So this is scallop for me. And in the bowl, there it is. It's just been cold smoked over a spruce. It's topped with some preserved seeds and sitting on a cream made from spruce as well. Now, oh, pardon me. On the side here, we have this chilled broth, primarily made from green apples. So the green apples, they're charred on the outside, they're frozen, and then we just age them for about a day, and then we'll press them. So you develop these really sweet, smoky, silky flavors and textures. It's very lovely. Now on the side, we have this sort of new Nordic taco, and the shell of it is based on a tuna broth, so very traditional Swedish flatbread made from brown butter and various grains. Inside, you have a trim of the scallop that's been hot smoked and beaten with brown butter. Really, really hope you enjoy.
Okay, thank you.
Not yet, but in a few courses you'll get to try this lobster that's coming from Maine. So we've taken the tails and we've cooked them from raw over smoking applewood. After that we'll hold them in a butter that we've steeped with all of the shells from the lobster to further emphasize all of that flavor coming from the shells. You also have a bit of the claw on your plate. The claw was cooked in a very Scandinavian way with salt, sugar, herbs, spices, and then they cook it in beer as well. So you'll see the rest of the plate in a little while, but we just wanted to show you this before, so you have something to look forward to here tonight. Some bread that we've prepared for you. So this is our take on dinkel bread. which translates simply to spelt bread. So it's made with spelt flour, seasoned with IPA, a little bit of brown butter, and a dark syrup. On the side, you have a fresh cow's cheese. This is made for us by the Bohemian Creamery, which is located in Sebastopol, California. And you see the garnish are wild foraged black trumpet mushrooms.
Okay.
And then a little bit of society garlic leaf petals as well. Treat this just like you would bread and butter.
Okay.
All right.
So now we have black cod here for you. How's everything been?
Good.
Good. Great. So it's black cod. We get it from Half Moon Bay, so really locally caught, and it's just lightly steamed in the kitchen. And the residual heat from the stove that we have in there. It's very nice and light. And on top of it, some beautiful sunchokes. A sauce made from grilled butter and tallow here as well. Really hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
We now have gill feather rutabaga. So gill feather is the variety of rutabaga we're using. It's a mix between a rutabaga and a turnip. And what we do is we cut it down to thin stripes, and then we cook it in its own lactic fermented juices and some butter. Finally on top we put a cream made from smoked aged pork fat.
So now,
They're interesting.
toasted and sprouted buckwheat. So we actually sprout this buckwheat in-house by feeding it water for 5 days while we expose it to a UV light and leave it at room temperature. What that does is it breaks down the starches, turning them into a sugar, which allows for much nicer texture and flavor overall.
Oh, so this is high sugar.
Yeah. You can think about it like that.
Okay.
No added sugar.
No added.
No
but
added.
Yeah.
On the very bottom, you have hedgehog mushrooms that have been cooked in a chanterelle butter. And then on top is raw shaved chestnuts.
Okay.
I recommend you go to the very bottom of the bowl, get a little bit of each component of everything.
To balance the sweetness.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is an art take on a Scottish English restaurant. He's from England, and this is something he grew up eating. So we did our own take on it. We cover it with a bread that we bake with charcoal. And then we top that with a cream that we make from fermented quince. So we black fermented quince for about 2 months. Then we top that with some truffle. And the idea is to take this in 2 bites.
2 bites. The top and then the bottom, or half of
Half.
Okay.
Please enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh wow. Here's the lobster.
So the lobster is back on the table.
Yeah.
On the left we have the tail. It's grilled above smoking applewood. And then on the right at the bottom we have the claw meat, topped with a bird fat cream and a roasted chestnut puree made with the offcuts of the buckwheat course. And then on top of that we have some yellowfoot chanterelles, some baby onion petals that are cooked in a quail garum,
Okay.
fresh savory oil, and then,
Curved, huh? The onion.
pardon me?
The onions, you were able to make it curved like that. This one, right?
Some of them just are naturally like that.
Oh, okay.
And then the sauce is made with the smoked and roasted crowns of guinea hen and a little guinea hen fat.
Yeah. Thank you. now meat.
The last savory course for you is featuring venison. So this has been comes to us from Millbrook Farm, which is located in Hudson Valley, New York. This is the saddle of the venison. It's been seared very quickly on the outside, brought up to a rare temperature in a clarified forest butter with juniper and spruce. Underneath the garnish on the side is a caramelized cream. You have roasted beetroot and preserved berries. The sauce I'm finishing with is made from beets that have been roasted and juiced. You have a little bit of lovage oil in this sauce as well. Are you familiar with lovage?
No.
Lovage is an herb that we really like around here. It looks a lot like really large parsley leaves, but it has a flavor that's a little bit like celery as well.
First dessert of the evening. So in the bottom we have a sorbet made with preserved rose petals. We then covered up with both the caramel and the jelly and made from preserved strawberries. Cream that we infused with lightly toasted rose hips. The final layer on top is a bonita made from fermented pears. Please make sure you get the spoons all the way down to the bottom.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
So we now have the final dessert of the evening before we go into some sweet snacks as well. Starting off with the bowl, in the bottom we have a ground butter cake. We covered up with a chutney made from fermented quince. Foam that we made from raw cream. And finally on top, the sorbet made with sheep's yogurt. On the side, a very classic Swedish cookie called singwalla. So what we do is we take fresh quince, and then we take all of the actual meats inside the food and mix that down to a cream. Take all of the peelings and the skin and we turn that into powdered sugar. Finally we're left with all of the trimmings and the offcuts. We juice that and reduce it down to a caramel. I would recommend just starting off in the bowl and then finishing with the singwalla. But please enjoy.
Okay, thank you.
We have birthday candles
Yeah.
here.
Oh, wow.
Birthday people.
Thank you.
Put it in the middle as
Yeah.
well.
Oh. That's
Then
cute.
while you make a wish, I have the final sweet snacks for you
okay.
tonight as
Oh,
well.
wow.
So I'll start with this last one that I set down here, the bowl of acorns. You'll see that there's 3 acorns that look a little different from the rest. Please only eat those 3. There was an acorn cake on our menu a while back made with milled acorn flour. Our chefs made a miso out of the trims of that acorn cake.
I see.
And then they blend it with cream and sugar and freeze it. So this is an acorn cake miso frozen bite here. Please start with the frozen one. Next is a sweet wheat bun. It's inspired by a Swedish snack called a bulla. We've made a smaller version here, and it's flavored with brown butter and a birch syrup. Finally, we have kombucha on our menu that we make here in-house. We take the extra at the end of the week, boil it down, set it into a kombucha jelly for your last bite.
Yeah.
Happy birthdays and
Thank
happy
you.
anniversary.
So this one is nice.